Welcome back. You're watching The Capital Point. I am Terry Anchebet, and if you're just joining us, we're talking about the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic to education, not just in Kenya, but across the world, and within it, the opportunities that technology and innovation now portend for learning institutions across the world. Now, joining us live is Mr. Robert Kleynhans, the director of Sabis International School in Runda. Mr. Robert, thank you so much for making time to be with us on the Capital Point. And we'll go quickly into the question. Of course, the Kenya National's response plan for COVID-19 singled out distance learning, which was of course highlighted as an alternative solution to ensure that education and learning stays in continuity for students across Kenya. What do you see as the biggest impact of the COVID-19 pandemic to education in Kenya today?
Well, I feel very sorry, perhaps for those schools in communities where they do not have access to digital learning. And I really have sympathy, empathy with them. For us as a school, Sabis Runda School, that's part of an international organization running for many years, 130 years, we have been prepared for digital learning a very long time ago. All our students from grade 3, all of them are having access to digital learning. They have their own tablets where all the learning material have been downloaded on their tablets. All of them have passwords, and because of the internet connectivity in our area, our children and our students are really blessed when this happened, that the ongoing teaching and learning online could continue. So it wasn't really a big negative impact on us, because we have been prepared, because in every class we have IWB boards. All our lessons are already uploaded. The curriculum, have been uploaded onto the IWB boards. And from grade 3, the students, once enrolled in our school with their tablets, all the curriculum have been downloaded. They have passwords, and whether in school or at home, they could work on their tablets. So when this pandemic came towards us, or worldwide, it was a very easy transition for us, from the formal classroom teaching to go into digital learning. And our students and our parents are coping very well with it. All possible material needed for learning and teaching to take place have been uploaded, and depending on the internet connectivity, they are connected to the teachers during the day. So in the morning, the teachers would come to the school, they would go to their classroom. Every child received a timetable according to the shortened school hours. And usually we teach 15 minutes, but now we teach 30 minutes. So the students would be available, and the teacher will do the online teaching. And by question and answer and activities, the teacher would be able to talk to the students, and they would respond on a chat with the teachers. It's only in small groups where we would have intensive classes that the students would be able to see the teacher, in real life recording. But in bigger classes, we prefer to do it, online, and the students would respond by questions and answers.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Robert, for that. Now, the education industry or sector across the world has largely been seen as one of the slowest adopters when it comes to technology, especially at the primary school level. And there has been now calls for creating a backup online education system. And perhaps from your experience, you can tell us, how was the transition like, and how did you set up the online education system, even though you already did have, you do have, built classrooms, brick and mortar, so to speak?
Well, as I've mentioned to you, it was a very easy transitional process for us for the simple reason, I think, because of the expertise we have in our IT department and the connection with the parents, that it was very easy to go online to the parents. But as I've mentioned, depending on the internet connectivity in certain areas, some parents might have experienced problem in the beginning, but once that was solved, it was very easy to have contact with our parents and the students, and they are very excited, eager to meet the parent, the teacher online in the morning, and respond very positive to the teachers while he or she is teaching. In the beginning, it was perhaps a challenge with individual students that thought, well, this is a great opportunity to go online.
Come back right in a moment when we get our connectivity back on track.